Our precious oceans were being destroyed. So, I had an idea.
Women didn't feel safe in their own neighborhoods. So, I had an idea.
They said my dream of going to Mars was not possible. So I had an idea.
They couldn't read or write because their school was completely destroyed during the war. So I had an idea.
Poverty was creating disharmony in my
LGBTQI+ people in my country were being denied their human
I wanted
rights.
to erase the stigma divorced women faced.
I wanted to see more women pursuing careers in law.
People in my country lacked affordable items.
Connecting young people around the world is essential for global peace. So, I had an idea.
If you believe in working together to create a better world, I have an idea.
Hola a todas y todos, muchas gracias por unirse a la última sesión informativa de Chevening antes de que cierre la convocatoria. Para quienes sepan, la convocatoria cierra el día de mañana, entonces hoy queremos presentarles una última oportunidad u opción para que tengan en mente, que es con la Universidad de Hull, o Hull, no sé cómo pronunciarla exactamente. Mi nombre es Mariela Garfias, yo soy oficial adjunta del programa de becas Chevening y me emociona mucho estar en esta sesión. Y bueno, le doy las gracias también a Sergio, que está en el backstage ayudándonos con todo el tema de la tecnología. Pueden poner sus preguntas en los diferentes plataformas que tenemos, tanto en YouTube como Facebook y bueno, LinkedIn para quienes nos están siguiendo por ahí. Y bueno, estaremos presentando la oferta educativa de la universidad y de mi lado el programa de becas Chevening. Ustedes no pueden verlo, pero atrás de mí también está el equipo Chevening, Kimi Yoshimura y Lubi Arellano también, quienes forman parte de este gran equipo. Y bueno, creo que para ya dar pie a esta presentación, le doy la bienvenida también a Kaelum para empezar la sesión. Muchas gracias por unirse y gracias también a ti por unirte, aunque es muy, muy tarde en Reino Unido, pero estás haciendo un esfuerzo muy importante para estar acá.
That's absolutely no problem, and it's my pleasure to be here. If you could just bear with me for a couple of moments, I'm going to share my screen. So while I'm trying to find my screen, let me please just say, everybody, thank you so much for joining this session today. It's wonderful to be here, and you should be able to see my screen any moment now. Hopefully somebody can confirm that they can see the screen. That would be wonderful. So I'm guessing that everybody in the audience can see this now. So welcome everybody to the final Sesión informativa before the application closure of this year's Chevening scholarship applications. It's my real pleasure to be here today, this evening. So buenas tardes a todos. Thanks for joining. My name is Callum. I work at the University of Hull in the United Kingdom. And like I say, really excited to speak to you today to give you a little bit of information about our university, just to briefly talk you through a bit of the history and some of the key facts of the university, but then most importantly, speaking to you about the educational offer that we have available to prospective Chevening scholars. So without further ado, I'll begin the presentation. And I always begin by addressing the first question that we are asked about our university and our city, which is, where is Hull? So Hull is very central in the United Kingdom. We are based on the northeast coast of England. So I like to describe Hull as a very central location where students can travel around the country very, very easily. You can see on the map in front of you that Hull is close to some other major northern cities, such as York, Sheffield, Leeds, and Manchester, which is my hometown. So it's a great place to be based if you want to explore the country, heading up to Scotland, or just down to London in 2.5 hours' time. We're also really well connected in terms of airports and transport across the UK, so super easy to arrive into Hull. And then I always say that Hull is not your final stop. It's just the beginning of a really exciting journey and adventure in the UK and in Europe. And you can travel from our local airport directly to Amsterdam in just around 45 minutes by plane as well. So it's a really well-connected city. It's super friendly, really affordable. And that's one of the key reasons that I chose to move from Manchester to Hull many years ago for my bachelor degree. So at the university, we have come a very, very long way in over 95 years. We are actually approaching our 100th year anniversary. So we're planning a wonderful party. It's a really exciting time as we approach our 100th birthday. So what does this mean? It means that Hull is actually one of the oldest universities in England. So having a master's degree from a university with such a strong heritage and history means that that master's degree is not just recognised here in the UK or in Europe, it's recognised on the global stage as well. So at the university, we have approximately 13,000 students on our campus at any one time. And just short of 4,000 of those students are international. So it's a really vibrant, diverse, multicultural campus. And it's wonderful to walk around the different classrooms and walk around the different cafes and facilities and hear lots of different languages and just see people from so many different backgrounds and different countries working together, listening to each other's stories and learning great things about each other from each other. And one thing that I'm always really proud about our university is that we are so passionate about making the University of Hull the best place that it can be for students. So we are always investing more money into our facilities, into our campus to make it the most perfect study destination, in my opinion. So we can also speak about Hull very briefly in numbers. So we are a top 200 global university in rankings related to impact and sustainability. Now, you will know, and I know, that there are many different league tables and ranking structures, but these two about impact, social impact, and environmental sustainability are really, really important to us at the University of Hull. And I'll explain a little bit more about why that is in a few moments. Very recently, in the last couple of months, we were awarded gold in the UK's Teaching Excellence Framework. This is the best award that any university can have for the quality of its teaching, of its learning resources, and its facilities. So we're incredibly proud to have the gold standard. It's a real mark of quality and reassurance for you, our future students. We have a wonderful business school, double accredited with two of the most important accreditations that any business school across the world would want to have, AACSB and AMBER. And collectively, they are held in less than 5% of business schools across the world. So we're super proud of those. But last, but certainly by no means least, we have a wonderful record of employability at our university. So we take the employability of our students incredibly seriously. And that's why we have almost 94% of our students securing a job or further study, which could be master's or PhD study, within 15 months of graduation. And that's because of all the work we do to connect you to work, to the world of work from the moment that you arrive on our campus. We are the only university in the region of East Yorkshire, which means all the booming industries and the big sectors, the big companies in the city, They come to us with opportunities for internships, for work experience, for networking. There's no competition from other local university students. Those wonderful opportunities to engage with the world of work are there exclusively for you. And of course, I couldn't do an introduction to the university without saying how proud we are to be a Chevening partner. The values of Chevening and everything it stands for aligns so closely with everything that we believe in at the University of Hull. We really believe in the fairest opportunities for the brightest minds. So just like Chevening, we want to support those students who have got the potential to be change makers, to inspire, to inform, to innovate, and to influence. And those are the kinds of students that we want to attract to our university and help support. We are an incredibly supportive university. And this is a word that I often talk about when I'm referring to Hull, is support and supportiveness. We really invest a lot of time and resource into nurturing your confidence, really excelling your expertise to help you bring whatever ideas you have to fruition to be a global change maker in the future. And of course, in joining the Chevening programme, in studying at the University of Hull, you'll have memories, connections and friendships for life, and you'll have a lifelong affiliation to the wonderful Chevening community as well. So, the main part of my presentation is to introduce you to the educational offering that we have at the University of Hull. Obviously, we're here to talk about Chevening, so we have a focus on our master's programmes. But before I speak about the different programmes that we have available, something really important for me and really important for our university is to stress that everything that we do at Hull, our education, our mission is driven by sustainable development. As a university, every student, every member of staff, everyone in the local community knows that we are here to create and to shape a fairer, brighter, and carbon neutral future. And that's not just a university mission that we write on a piece of paper. It's something that we live and we breathe, and we take this very, very seriously. So at the University of Hull, we are entirely committed to key themes such as social justice, equality, inclusion, and sustainable development. And those themes frame everything we do, from the scholarships that we have, to the extracurricular activities that we provide, to the design of our programs. We live and breathe this theme of sustainability. And in doing that, we have worked on a huge project over the past couple of years, which we call transforming programs. We've looked at our curriculum and we wanted to make it even more innovative, more cutting edge, and more relevant. So we decided to use the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as a common framework to shape our educational offering, to help people like you understand and inspire the positive action that we need to tackle some of the world's biggest global challenges. So if you're not familiar with the Sustainable Development Goals, there are 17 of them, and they are all linked to one of the many global challenges that we face as a society. And they are embedded across every single programme that we offer at the University of Hull. At master's level, we can talk about that now. So, our university, the University of Hull, is separated into 4 different faculties, 4 different faculties that you would belong to. The first one is the Faculty of Business, Law and Politics. And within this faculty, the programs and the curriculum are designed around the Sustainable Development Goals with those key themes of sustainability, social justice and equality. They're the main themes that we tend to see within this faculty. It adopts a very progressive and inclusive curriculum and approach to teaching, and it's all about giving you the right tools that you need to make a huge difference in the future. So the Faculty of Business, Law and Politics has Hull University Business School, the double accredited business school with some fantastic program accreditations, offering programs in accounting and finance, business management, marketing management, the Global MBA, human resource management, and one of my favorite programs is the MSc Logistics and supply chain management. We all saw during the pandemic years how important logistics and supply chain were for getting goods across the world, the vaccines, to make sure that everyone was fed and that the world kept moving as much as it could. But in terms of sustainability, logistics and supply chain management is so important. We teach about green logistics, about ethical supply chains, about really looking at the communities that might be adversely affected by bad supply chain practice, contributing then to a number of the Sustainable Development Goals. We also have a wonderful School of Politics and International Relations, where you can study international politics, strategy and international security. And we have one of the oldest law schools in the country that has a fantastic Masters in Law and LLM in International Law with a focus on conflict, security and human rights. So you can see that the programs within this faculty contribute to one or more of the Sustainable Development Goals. So if you're passionate about this, this could be a faculty for you. The second faculty that we have at the university is one of my favourites. It's the Faculty of Arts, Culture and Education. This is the faculty that I studied my bachelor degree in many, many years ago. And it has a long history of contributing towards the Sustainable Development Agenda through its research, its education, and its approach to teaching. In particular, in this faculty, there's a focus on achieving gender equality, which we believe can be achieved through quality education for all. We believe that decent work and economic growth can really only come when we work in an interdisciplinary way, in collaboration and in partnerships with each other. So in this faculty, we drive positive change and we shine a light on the world around us to highlight the problems, but also to find the solutions to those challenges that we face. So we have a wonderful School of Education offering programs in education, leadership and management within an educational setting. TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. We also have a wonderful School of Arts that offers a wonderful music master's degree, theatre making, immersive design and extended realities, and then the School of Humanities, Criminology and Sociology, again offering a wide range of master's programs in English, history, incarceration studies, criminal justice and crime control, and social research. And all of these programs do contribute in one or more ways to the Sustainable Development Goals. All the programs have been designed to help you achieve the objectives of the Sustainable Development Agenda. So thirdly, we have one of our biggest faculties and perhaps one of the most international faculties actually. This is the Faculty of Science and Engineering. As you can imagine, the Sustainable Development Goals that are worked on within this faculty tend to relate to those that are environmentally focused. So there are dedicated institutes within this faculty looking at coastal environments, aquatic management, conservation, and really we empower students and encourage them to drive real change, addressing those global challenges and changing lives of humans and wildlife alike. So our School of Computer Science has one of our really popular programs, Masters of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. We're seeing the theme and the subject of artificial intelligence used in almost every sector. And if you can use AI in the right way to make positive change, you too could be a global change maker. We've got a wonderful School of Engineering, of course, a big School of Environmental Science, where you can study and specialize in environmental change, management and monitoring, flood risk management. A lot of the programs that we have at Hull are influenced and inspired by the challenges that we as a university and as a city and as a community face. Hull is based on one of the largest estuaries in the country. So flood risk management is incredibly important to us. So is marine conservation because of the marine life in the river. Offshore wind energy, renewable energy, these are really big sectors in our city and in the UK, and really important sectors for those wanting to contribute towards sustainable development. And there at the end, we have the School of Natural Sciences with a variety of programs linked to chemistry and mathematics as well. So that brings me to our fourth faculty. The final faculty that we have is the Faculty of Health Sciences. And as you can expect, students within this faculty are given the tools, the facilities, and the encouragement to tackle some of the biggest health problems facing global society today. We believe that ensuring healthy lives, promoting general well-being for people of all ages, for all backgrounds, is absolutely essential to achieving sustainable development. So by joining this faculty, together we can achieve a real difference for future well-being of people across the globe. And you can see here the variety of different master's programs that we offer within this field, ranging from biomedical sciences to health and climate change. Health and climate change is a fascinating area to study, to understand why certain countries and certain areas of the world have health problems because of the impacts, the adverse impacts of the climate crisis that we face. Really, really cutting edge master's degree programs that will help to create a fairer future for all. Social work, cancer biomedicine, midwifery, nutrition, the program list goes on. But as I said, we're really proud of the fact that the programs we offer at the university are informed by the challenges that we face and really do encourage you to drive a positive change. So before I finish, the last thing I want to say is whatever university you choose to study at, I really implore you to choose a university that's going to support you. And at Hull, we often say that together with our support and your dedication, your talent, your hard work, together we can be unstoppable. And I'm really passionate about how supportive the University of Hull is for every student, but for international students in particular. The support that we offer really ranges from everything that you can imagine. And I often say that it's impossible at the University of Hull to feel unsupported, or that you perhaps don't know where to turn to if you're facing a problem or have queries or questions. And that stretches from well-being and mental health support to free expert immigration advice during the preparation for your studies, learning support. And we know that many of you may have been working now in a professional area for a number of years, having had time away from education. So integrating back into the higher education system can be a challenge, but we'll help you with that. That academic support, that integration into the UK, the British way of learning and teaching and assessments is something that we take very seriously. And for those of you that also want to expand your professional connections during your studies, we have a wonderful careers team called Student Futures. And they bring all of the local and regional employers to our campus to network directly with you, to help build that professional network and to help professionalize your experience during your master's degree so that you can leave Hull, return to your home country with fantastic knowledge, an ambition to drive positive change, and a whole host of connections and lifelong memories at the same time. So as I come to a close, it goes without saying, thank you again for joining our session today. That was a very quick 15 to 20 minutes overview of the University of Hull and our educational offering. But no matter where you choose, no matter what you do, where you go, I want to wish you good luck. And if you would like to see any more information about our university, about our commitment to sustainability and the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, just scan the QR code that you can see on the screen. You've also got my email address for any questions. But again, thank you, best of luck, and I wish you a fantastic future ahead. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Callum. That was absolutely great. I'm going to switch now to Spanish as it is now the time to speak about the Chevening program, but thank you so much, Callum, for that. We do have some questions already in the chat, but we'll get to those later. Pues muchísimas gracias otra vez. Y bueno, les voy ahora sí presentar el programa de becas Chevening. Como saben, el programa cierra, bueno, la convocatoria cierra mañana, pero no se preocupen porque cada año abre en las mismas fechas, aproximadamente en agosto o septiembre, y cierra en noviembre. Bueno, si quieren estudiar en el Reino Unido con una beca Chevening, lo primero que tienen que saber es que este programa se llama programa de becas, pero en realidad es un programa de liderazgo. Si le podemos dar a la siguiente, por favor. Estamos en más de 100 universidades alrededor del Reino Unido. Reino Unido está compuesto por Irlanda del Norte, Escocia, Gales e Inglaterra. Y como les mencionaba, esta convocatoria abre cada año en estas fechas. Lo increíble de la beca Chevening es que no hay límite de veces para postular, tampoco tenemos límite de edad, no hacemos exclusión ni por género, ni por estado civil, ni por religión, ni por orientación o preferencia sexual, nada de eso. Realmente es una beca que está enfocada a un programa de liderazgo en donde estamos buscando gente que pueda solucionar muchos de los retos a los que nos enfrentamos en México o en Latinoamérica, en donde sea que estén ustedes. En la siguiente slide van a ver qué maestrías cubrimos y básicamente la respuesta corta es que cubrimos todas las maestrías siempre y cuando estén en Reino Unido y cumplan con estos requisitos. Que tengan, o sea, que duren un año, mínimo 9 meses y máximo 12 meses, que sean presenciales, que sean de tiempo completo y que inicien en otoño, es decir, en septiembre o en octubre. Si cumple con estos 4 requisitos, sí vamos a becar esa maestría. Muchas veces las preguntas que nos llegan de parte de ustedes es, ¿qué sucede si no encuentro la maestría que quiero estudiar en el browser, en el buscador, en el motor de búsqueda de chevening.org? No importa, hay una opción para agregar otros cursos si no se encuentran ahí, pero siempre y cuando cumplan con estos 4 requisitos, la podemos financiar. ¿Qué no cubrimos? Ni licenciaturas, ni doctorados, ni MRES, que son maestrías en investigación, y tampoco los MBAs los cubrimos completos. Ese es el único asterisco que hay. Es una beca 100% financiada a fondo perdido, pero para los MBAs solo tenemos un tope de 22,000 libras. ¿Qué significa eso? Que el resto lo tienen que cubrir ustedes, ya sea con algún otro esquema de beca, y es el único momento en donde les dejamos combinar becas. Fuera de eso, todo lo demás lo cubrimos. Sí, le podemos dar a la siguiente, por favor, muchas gracias. ¿Qué es lo que estamos buscando y cómo saber si pueden postular? Bueno, básicamente, y lo más importante, el pilar del programa es que tengan un perfil de liderazgo. Un perfil de liderazgo no nos referimos siempre a la persona que está con los micrófonos, que es súper extrovertida, que se le da muy fácil presentar, hablar o platicar con otras personas. Más bien nos referimos a una persona que logre influir desde donde esté, desde una posición junior o desde una posición senior. Simplemente una persona que pueda compartir conocimiento, que sepa perfectamente cómo lograr que otras personas se sumen a su proyecto. Si tienes nacionalidad mexicana o eres de alguno de los otros 160 países en donde Chevening está, también puedes postular a la beca. Solo basta con poner en tu buscador Chevening más Argentina o Chevening más Chile, Uruguay, Paraguay, lo que sea, y te va a aparecer si estamos en tu país. Te pedimos como tercer requisito que tengas ya título universitario. Sé que con la pandemia todos esos procesos se atrasaron y en muchos casos los siguen arrastrando hasta este año. Mi recomendación es que si ustedes ya tienen su título para febrero, postulen. Tienen un día literal de hoy a mañana para terminar la postulación y de nuestro lado lo único que les vamos a pedir es una copia simple de su título universitario y con eso van a poder postular. 2 años de experiencia laboral y esto cubre básicamente toda la experiencia que hayan tenido, desde prácticas profesionales hasta trabajos no remunerados, pasantías en donde no hayan recibido ningún tipo de financiamiento. Bueno, eso también lo cubrimos. Bueno, eso más bien lo contamos como experiencia laboral. Si ustedes tienen una startup, un proyecto de freelance y trabajaron en algún comercio familiar, todo eso entra dentro de la experiencia laboral. No pueden haber recibido ayuda del gobierno británico con anterioridad, es decir, si ya se ganaron una beca o si fueron empleadas o empleados del gobierno británico. Bueno, en ese caso tienen que esperar 2 años y ya pueden postular a la beca Chevening, pero si actualmente trabajan para alguna institución de allá, no podrían postular a este programa. Y bueno, ya por último, aceptar regresar a su país de origen por un mínimo de 2 años. Esta parte creo que es bien importante y relevante que la remarque y la repita. Si ustedes están buscando un plan para migrar a otro país, Chevening no es el programa al que deben aplicar. ¿Por qué? Porque hay penalizaciones si ustedes no regresan a México, pero más que eso, estamos buscando gente que pueda aportar al desarrollo de nuestro país. Entonces, si de entrada ustedes buscan irse a otro lugar, ya sea Reino Unido o cualquier otro país, Chevening probablemente no es el mejor esquema de becas. Y bueno, siempre hacemos mucho énfasis porque es una pregunta que nos llega muy seguido. No hay manera de evadir esos 2 años, no se pueden ir a otro país, no pueden quedarse porque además la visa se les vence, entonces tienen que sí o sí regresar a México o a su país de origen. ¿Y qué cubrimos? Bueno, cubrimos absolutamente todo. Una manutención mensual aproximada de 30 a 35 mil libras, dependiendo de dónde estén viviendo. El vuelo de ida y de regreso también lo cubrimos y desde su ciudad de origen. Es decir, si ustedes están en Mérida, no les vamos a pedir que vengan a Ciudad de México para tomar el vuelo. Les cubrimos desde Mérida hasta Escocia o hasta, bueno, Edimburgo o hasta donde sea que vayan a volar. Costos asociados a su llegada, si necesitan pagar el transporte o el traslado desde el aeropuerto hasta su hospedaje, también lo cubrimos. Les financiamos la parte del IHS, que es un costo que tienen que cubrir a su llegada para tener acceso a los servicios de salud. Visa, todo lo asociado a la visa también lo cubrimos, la colegiatura completita y bueno, ya les decía yo que ustedes tienen un monto que les damos adicional a su manutención, a su llegada y a su regreso. Si tienen hambre, si necesitan comprar ropa, libros, lo que sea, eso también lo dejamos a su discreción y bueno, eso lo pueden ya dejar listo. Son 4 áreas las que evaluamos. Y estas 4 áreas son las mismas en la parte escrita, es decir, en los ensayos, como en la entrevista. ¿Cuáles son esas 4 áreas? Bueno, las que están viendo en pantalla. Liderazgo e influencia. Ya les mencionaba al principio cómo logran influir a otras personas, cómo logran motivar a otras personas. A través de ejemplos claros, cuéntenos cuáles son esas habilidades. Cómo crean redes de contacto, cómo comparten conocimiento, cómo logran generar una comunidad y si no tienen ya una comunidad, cómo lo van a hacer en Reino Unido. Ya que estén en Reino Unido van a tener acceso no solamente a una red gigante de Cheveners, van a tener una red gigante de muchas personas que van a estudiar a Reino Unido y de Reino Unido. Entonces, ¿cómo van a aprovechar al máximo todas esas nacionalidades, todos los proyectos? ¿Cómo van a comparar los retos que hay aquí en México como los que hay en Nigeria, por ejemplo, y cómo van a sacar provecho de todo eso? Porque quien estudia en el Reino Unido es el tercer requisito o la tercera pregunta que les vamos a hacer. ¿Por qué Reino Unido? ¿Por qué Chevening? Y cómo la experiencia que tú ya tienes es relevante en los cursos que elegiste y, bueno, cómo te van a ayudar a cumplir tu meta. Finalmente, lo último que vamos a evaluar es tu plan de carrera. ¿Cuáles son tus planes a corto, mediano, largo plazo? Y cómo los vas a lograr, pero lo más importante de todo, cómo van a beneficiar a tu país. Otra vez, el sentido de comunidad es algo que nos interesa muchísimo. ¿Por qué? Porque esta beca en particular está etiquetada como asistencia oficial al desarrollo, es decir, solo estamos buscando personas que puedan aportar al desarrollo del país. Está muy bien si quieres ser CEO de una empresa, pero queremos ver cuál va a ser el impacto positivo en las comunidades en México. Y esta slide en realidad me gusta mucho. En realidad yo me robé esta slide, debería de poner ahí la cita de donde la saqué, pero antes de hacer eso se las voy a compartir, y es que la matemática te explica la diferencia entre no hacer nada en absoluto frente a hacer un pequeño esfuerzo diario y persistente, y creo que es el mejor consejo que yo les puedo dar. Si ustedes están esperando a tener todo al 100% perfecto, eso no va a pasar. Entonces, mi mejor consejo es poco a poco vayan cumpliendo con todo lo que les pedimos, desde el idioma de inglés hasta las 3 universidades. Ya escuchamos la presentación de Callum, creo que es una excelente opción para todas las personas que estén trabajando en objetivos de desarrollo sostenible. Entonces, por favor, chequen toda la oferta educativa que ya Callum nos presentó y que pueden seguir poniendo dentro de sus opciones de universidades. Y ya voy a cerrar mi presentación simplemente presentándoles un caso de éxito, que es uno de nuestros becarios, ex becarios Chevening. Él es Héctor Calleros, él estudió un MA en Legislative Studies en el 2004 y él estudió en la Universidad de Hull. Él ahora es profesor e investigador en el Centro de Estudios Americanos de la Universidad de Varsovia. También ha sido investigador visitante en la Universidad de Bucarest y, bueno, ha tenido muchas publicaciones de artículos, investigaciones y revistas, y también ha actuado como asesor en políticas públicas a nivel subnacional en temas de derechos humanos, transparencia, elecciones, etc. Entonces, hay personas que ya se han ido a esta universidad con Chevening y yo siempre les recomiendo que les busquen, les contacten y seguramente algún consejo les pueden dar sobre su postulación o incluso sobre su experiencia en Reino Unido. Estos son ya nuestras redes de contacto. Está el website, también están nuestros usernames en Facebook, X, Instagram y LinkedIn. Y 2 correos, uno que pertenece a la Asociación Mexicana de Cheveners y el otro que es el equipo de becas de la embajada. Y creo que estamos listos, Sergio, para recibir preguntas, si es que hubiera, y les agradezco mucho el tiempo. Hola, Evelyn. Muy bien. Callum, no sé si estás por ahí, pero creo que a lo mejor puedes tú empezar con esta pregunta. ¿Qué te parece?
So I think it's really important, obviously, that your referee follows the instructions given by Chevening very, very carefully, making sure to emphasize your aptitude and skills in leadership and networking. But for me, I always think that in a way, anyone can write anything. But if your referees can give you, can provide examples of your actual achievements, not just saying that you can do things, but giving those worked examples of when you've achieved something fantastic, made a tangible difference or impact. For me, bringing that skill and that achievement to life, for me, really stands out. What do you think, Mariela?
Definitivamente creo que un ejemplo en donde podamos ver realmente cuál fue el impacto de tu trabajo, y mi otra recomendación sería que le pidas la carta de recomendación a alguien con quien hayas trabajado muy de cerca, porque a veces nos dan cartas de recomendación de gente como muy senior, tal vez, en sus instituciones, en sus empresas o en sus universidades, que no necesariamente trabajaron directamente con ustedes. Entonces, cuando tú lees una carta de referencia de alguien que trabajó contigo, se ve que está hecha a la medida, se ve que conoce cuáles son tus habilidades. En cambio, puedes también distinguir cuando fue un machote, ¿no? O un template de una carta de referencia. Entonces, mi mejor consejo es que para stand out, para lucir, como para se me fue la palabra, pero para que veamos nosotras que por qué eres diferente, yo sugiero que sea una carta hecha a tu medida y no de alguien que nunca ha trabajado contigo, que muchas veces eso nos pasa cuando las recibimos. Muy bien. Do you want to answer that one?
Yes, I can answer that one. I'm really, really happy that you're interested in logistics and supply chain management. I often refer to this as a hidden gem of a program with us because Hull is based on a coast. We have so much trade happening through the city from Europe into the UK. Logistics and supply chain is so important for our city and therefore a great place to come and study it. In terms of any additional certifications such as SAPs, our staff would be more than happy to support you with that. But my two pieces of recommendation are to look at the accreditations that come with that master's program. So, for example, our master's in logistics and supply chain management is accredited by the Chartered Institute for Logistics and Transport and the Chartered Institute for Procurement and Supply. So those are two of the most relevant bodies to that field of logistics and supply chain management. So make sure that they are accredited with those. And to answer your question, our staff, who are incredibly supportive and friendly, will be more than happy to support you in having those extra accreditations.
Great, thank you for that. Sí, exacto. Ahorita solo enfóquense en sus ensayos. La parte de las referencias viene después, entonces por lo pronto lo más importante es que hagan un buen ensayo. Lo mismo para esta pregunta, ¿es posible enviar la aplicación aunque falten las cartas de referencia? Sí, las cartas de referencia por ahora no son obligatorias, entonces las pueden enviar posteriormente. I think that
I
was
can
for
answer
you.
that one as well.
Yeah.
The answer is absolutely. There are so many different clubs and societies that international students can join. Actually, I was so happy just last week. I was meeting with my two Latin student ambassadors, Sergio and Stefania, and they told me that we have just resurrected the Hispanic Student Society at the university. So that's really, really exciting. It just goes to demonstrate that there really is a society and a club for everybody, ranging from hobbies, interests, and sports as well. So yes, absolutely, there's a lot of opportunities, and you can come and join the Hispanic Society at Hull. Thank you, Eric, for that. Yeah, it's really important. And again, that kind of narrative of you wanting to search for a program because you feel that there's something missing at home and something that you can come to the UK to learn, to bring back, that kind of narrative is really, really important as part of your application. So our staff, we have a wonderful professor who's from Mexico, Professor Roberto Palacios. He's in the logistics and supply chain management group at Hull, and I would love to introduce you to him, and he can give you some advice and tips on that as well.
Hola, Ariana. Ariana dice que ella ya subió, aparte de su título, su certificado. ¿Hay algún problema con eso? No, ningún problema, solamente que en esta etapa les pedimos que se enfoquen en los ensayos porque es lo que vamos a evaluar primero y ya después, más adelante en el año, vamos a ir pidiendo los otros requisitos como las cartas de referencia, las cartas de aceptación. Para el tema de ya particular a las universidades, ellas y ellos sí les van a pedir certificación de idioma inglés. Depende, obviamente, de la maestría que quieran estudiar, del curso y de la universidad incluso, pero para Chevening ya no pedimos certificación de idioma inglés. Laura, ¿hay alguna edad máxima de postulación? Para las becas Chevening no hay ningún tope de edad. El año pasado tuvimos gente de 45 años que se fue y el anterior a ese una persona de 75 años. Entonces, no vemos la edad como ni como una limitante ni como algo que les va a jugar a favor. Creemos que lo más importante es que tengan un buen proyecto que vaya a aportar al desarrollo de México. Muy bien. Okay, Alejandra. So maybe we can answer that one like both of us. So from the Chevening side, desde la parte de Chevening, nosotras no te vamos a pedir certificación del idioma, porque desde el 2020 dejamos de pedir certificaciones de idioma inglés. Ahora, esto es diferente porque para las universidades sí lo necesitas, pero creo que Callum te puede guiar un poco más sobre ese tema.
So, thank you, Alejandra. For us, it's really important, first and foremost, that you comply with the deadlines set out by Chevening. We can be flexible with you within the parameters of the Chevening deadlines. So, we have a variety of different English tests that you can take. We're very flexible at the University of Hull. We'll be flexible in terms of those deadlines. Of course, the advice is always to get everything done as soon as you can. It gives you the best chance and really helps you avoid any unexpected delays. But for Hull, we would be flexible within the parameters and within the deadlines that Chevening set for you. I hope that helps.
Perfecto. Muy bien, pues Eric dice que muchas gracias por responder su pregunta y que le encantaría ponerse en contacto con las personas pertinentes.
Absolutely. Just
if
you can find me on LinkedIn, Eric, I can make you some connections just there. No problem.
Perfecto. Well, I think it's almost midnight for you, Callum. Pero bueno, muchas gracias por haberte unido a esta sesión. Si ya no hay más preguntas, creo que podemos dar cierre a esta sesión informativa. Mi recomendación más importante es ya suban los ensayos, porque si los suben mañana, probablemente la página va a colapsar. Pasa cada año, lamentablemente, porque todas las personas lo suben de último momento. Entonces, si pueden, por favor, subirlo, y así se van a evitar mucho estrés. Y a nosotras también, porque vamos a poder revisar todo en tiempo y forma. Creo que hay una última pregunta de Miguel. Hay cursos que están dados de alta en la plataforma, pero que no cumplen con el inicio. Aún así podemos subirlos en la postulación esperando que se modifique esa fecha. Son cursos que se han quedado rezagados en la plataforma y eventualmente serán removidos. Si están en la plataforma, sí los cubrimos, entonces no te preocupes por eso. Yo te recomiendo nada más revisar en la página de las universidades que la información esté actualizada, porque Chevening es un tercero, digamos, ¿no? Entonces, la información más actualizada, más nueva, la vas a encontrar directamente en la página de las universidades, no en la de Chevening. Bueno, en el caso de Chevening, la convocatoria abre cada año y no hay número límite de veces para postular. Puedes postular este año, el próximo, dentro de 3. Esa es una muy buena pregunta. Y hay 3 agencias educativas que se dedican justamente a dar servicios para que puedan encontrar la mejor universidad, o incluso les pueden guiar en el proceso de Chevening, pero realmente yo te recomiendo que seas fiel a lo que escribiste y más bien solo hagas adaptaciones, que no cambies tu respuesta, porque luego, por cambiar la respuesta, lo que pasa es que parecen respuestas genéricas, ¿no? Lo mismo con ChatGPT y lo mismo con personas que lo mandan a revisión con algún ex becario o becaria, parecen respuestas ya de libro. Entonces, te recomiendo mejor acercarte y pedir una asesoría. Las 3 organizaciones con las que trabajamos, una se llama Love UK, otra se llama Across the Pond, y la tercera organización con la que trabajamos se llama Innova Education. Todas son gratis, no tienen que pagar absolutamente nada. De hecho, si alguien les está cobrando, red flag, probablemente no es parte, bueno, no es probablemente, no es parte ni de la embajada ni del programa de becas Chevening, porque las y los Cheveners recibieron esto, beca 100% financiada, entonces no tendrían por qué cobrarlo. Entonces, mejor acérquense a instituciones que se dedican a eso y que dan asesoría gratuita. Muy bien. Any last advice, Callum, from your side?
I just totally agree with everything that you've just said. This is a very personal experience, so keep those essays and those personal statements as personal as possible. But just best of luck. And if it doesn't work this time, like we said, there's no limit. Apply again next year. But no matter what you do, what you study, where you choose to go, best of luck, and have a wonderful experience. And we can't wait to celebrate your success in the future.
Thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias por unirse. Gracias, Sergio, que estabas en el backstage. Y pues esperamos sus postulaciones. Mucho éxito y nos vemos muy pronto.
Our precious oceans were being destroyed. So, I had an idea.
Women didn't feel safe in their own neighborhoods. So, I had an idea.
They said my dream of going to Mars was not possible. So I had an idea.
They couldn't read or write because their school was completely destroyed during the war. So I had an idea.
Poverty was creating disharmony in my country.
LGBTQI plus people in my country were being denied their human
I
rights.
wanted to erase the stigma divorced women faced.
I wanted to see more women pursuing careers in law.
People in my country lacked affordable items.
Connecting young people around the world is essential for global peace. So, I had an idea.
If you believe in working together to create a better world, I have an idea.